Hello, welcome back to my channel. So this is the second video. I'm going to be refitting these brakes to my ZX6R, which I rebuilt in the first video. If you've not seen that video, please take a look. But yeah, here we go. So I'll place this caliper on first. Like that. Them bolts. And as well, I haven't forgot, still need to torque up the caliper bolts. These up 12mm socket. They're on sufficiently anyway for now. I'll torque them up later. I'll have to find out what the correct setting is, or what the correct torque value is for them. And then we've got these to do. So I've got a 6mm Allen type thing in there. I don't know what it's called. Let's just do them to 21 Newton meters. That's one. I'll start with the inner ones first. That's it. Good. Next, let's put this on. I've got some new copper washers for that. So I've left these off for a while, dripping into some pots. So they should be mostly empty now. I've pumped the brake a few times to try and get as much of the old fluid as I can out of the system. There we go. Okay, so I'll be taking that off again in a bit. We've just got to put the other one on next, and then I'm going to prime the brake lines before we bleed the calipers, and we'll see how that goes. Right, so both sides are on now, both calipers on. This side, lift the line off just so we can prime it through with some new fluid. I've just put a bit of newspaper there to hold it off the brake caliper because it was resting against it. The other one is on, the brake line's attached. Okay. When I was looking back at the video when I was uploading the first one, I noticed how filthy the wheel was and down there, so a bit embarrassing. So I've given it a little wipe just to clean it up a little bit. So okay, next is to fill the reservoir. I've covered the bike up around here as best I can, just to avoid any disasters. Apparently this brake fluid is quite bad if it gets on your paint. Okay, let's have a look. I'll try and pour some in. I've got this brake and clutch fluid .4, which it says .4 on the cap, so that'll be the right to use. Just pour it in. Okay, set that down on the floor. Now the idea is to get that flowing through the pipe down there into there. Okay, so it seems to be flowing nicely now. That I've just left it, and it's dripping through pretty well. There we go. So I'll just leave that for a bit now, just to make sure we get all the old stuff out. So when that gets down to the lower level, I'll top it up again because I don't want any more air getting in. But yeah, looks alright that. So that's finished. That's that side's on. Cleaned up, stopped the dripping, tighten that up. And that is the colour of the fluid that was coming out at the end, which is paler than that, so it must be all the dirty stuff's out. I don't know how much brake fluid them lines hold. It can't be a great deal. That is as much brake fluid as that came out when I first took both calipers off, so it's not a lot, is it? Okay, onto the other side. There we go, that started flowing straight away. So what I'll do now is put that back on, and that's the brake lines primed and then ready to bleed the calipers. Okay, ready for the bleeding. So I've picked up this one-man bleeding kit. Some reviews were negative, some were quite good. So we'll see how that goes. Set this up now, give it a try. Right, okay, the Easy Bleed or one-man bleeding device that I got was rubbish. No good at all. It just wasn't sucking through, and I don't know whether it needs a lot of pressure or what, but the valve just was not allowing anything through. It's also got this retaining clip that is obviously to help it stay on the nipple, but there's no way of getting that over the nipple. It's too tight. So anyway, that's no good. So I've gone for the old method of a bit of washer tube on there and just doing it, pushing the brake pedal, so the brake lever in all the way, holding it there, opening that a quarter of a turn, closing it again, and then releasing the brake lever. And it's just coming through now pretty well. Hardly any bubbles in it at all, so I'll just keep trying it a bit more, see how I get on, and that should be that. But yeah, a lot more tricky than I expected that. I also have to keep an eye on the brake reservoir here. If you don't want the fluid to drop down to that hole, because otherwise it's going to suck air in, then we're back to square one. So okay, I'll carry on, I'll come back to you in a minute. Right, well that seems to have done it. It took ages, a long time. Just a matter of perseverance, so I think. So I've done both sides, done them a few times. No more air coming through now. Stops the one wheel pretty solid. I can't move it, so that's probably all right. I'll have to give it a test in a bit, up and down the drive, and make sure it stops correctly. But I think it's done. Also, in the top of the cap is this diaphragm. That's to stop any air getting into the brake system as the brake fluid level reduces, or should it reduce. So what you need to do, don't put it in like that, just push it back into place like that. There you go, and then that'll expand out as the level drops. That's it, bro. Just goes in there like that. this, I assume. This just keeps the cap on tight. I don't know. That's how that goes. Right, so let's give it a test up and down the drive a few times. Seems alright. Might need bedding in a little bit, I'm hoping. Not seem as sharp as they used to be, but is that because of the new? I don't know. But what I've done, cap's back on anyway. We're at that level there. Tied up the brake lever. I'll leave that overnight, and the idea being that under pressure, any remaining air should then work its way to the top. When I release that, we should see an air bubble in there. But yep, we'll check that tomorrow. I've released the cable tie off the brake lever. It's been sat overnight. We'll just see if any bubbles appear now. No. Is there no bubbles? No air. Right, I'm happy with that. All done. Nice feeling on the brakes. Stops it well. They're nice and clean. Look at that. Pleased with that. Fantastic. Next, I might do the back brake, but it actually feels alright that, so maybe leave it. I don't know yet, but certainly it needs the fluid doing. Well, that looks very dark in there. So I'd say yes, I'll do the brake fluid change on the back brake. I won't do the pads or the caliper though. It's working fine. Great, thanks for watching.